Hello there everyone, this is Iron Mark 3 and welcome back to Besiege, episode 4, where I am about to take on Aria's Pass. Of all the things, now we've actually got a mobility challenge. My machine is the most agile one ever made, so I will be able to do this without any trouble whatsoever. Who am I kidding? This thing. Oh, and apparently I'm under attack as well. Okay, right, let's see. Charge, 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 forwards. Yep, see, yeah, this is maybe clunky and its grip absolutely sucks, but it's actually not too bad in terms of agility. When it can stay on the flipping thing, though. And it's just lost its power cog to its forward wheel, and... Oh, dear. Okay, that needs a reset. Gotta admit, though, it's very clunky and it breaks sometimes. That's its main flaws. In terms of agility, it actually has really good steering. It's just grip that's the issue. And fire is also an issue. You know what? I think it's getting a bit heavy. Let's take the. Yeah, it's not a very well made machine. This I keep saying that. We don't need that for the moment, so take that off. We do need some armor because the archers, I think, are actually hurting us, kind of. I know it's weird to say that, but I do think the archers are kind of hurting us. So some armor plating would be a good idea. Some kind of backup power wheels for the forward wheels section would be good as well. They tend to get disabled quite often. But it's like kind of spoiling the whole thing, you know? Right, let's get rid of the bracings on here. We need the metal blocks. Well, it'd be nice if they were metal blocks actually, but no, they're not. They're wood. And then we just add on the more power cogs. More power! Yes, more power. We just need more power. Like that, yes. Make sure they're going the right way. Yes, they are. So there we go. We've got backup power wheels on all of the cogs now. So there's 2 powers per thing, and we've also got these things acting as a massive power train along the back of the machine, which actually we don't need anymore. Gotta be honest about that, haven't we? It's like we've got so much spare capacity now that it's the entire point of the powertrain. It looks really nice. I mean, it works very well for a steampunky style thing, and it supplies power from a single cog along the entire thing. But honestly, every wheel's got its own power cogs now, so we don't actually need those cogs on the back. But the problem is, it's like part of the design. So it's like, you know, this thing was. I think that's part of what I was trying to do when I was originally playing this thing. It's like, oh, look at that, something snapped already. It's like, I want to go this way, come on. You can do this. No, 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 come on. Apparently that back wheel's completely jammed now. Woo! Entire front wheel's fallen off. Unfortunately, I think I'm actually a bit too wide for this. Oh, darn it. Yeah, I'm just a bit too wide for the entire thing at this point. On the bright side, I'm losing weight extremely rapidly. So there is that, I suppose. But yeah, I'm just a little bit too wide, which actually sucks, but yeah. Oh, no, no, no. Come on. No, don't go. Blast it. It might be time for a redesign. Just a little bit. This machine was not built for that kind of thing. It's got a really wide wheelbase, but actually that thing's kind of narrow. You know, let's save this. Cog thing, save you. And we want to actually... How do I scrap the entire thing? I don't know, so I'm just going to delete it all. Alright, so... Goodbye arm, goodbye things. There's got to be a way to... Oh, there we go, destroy machine. Yes, there we go. Right. Okay. Back where we started. I think we can put a large cog like that and then a medium cog like that. That's the medium powered cog. So, however, that's going to be free spinning. So, what I really need to do is get a brace like that. That'll work, right? No, apparently not. I think it's because that thing is trying to spin, but it's not because it's now attached to the base that it's mounted on. So, I guess the other way around is what's required. The problem is, of course, that we're trying to run like we need that. It needs that asymmetry because of how it's trying to run it. Unless I don't know why I didn't think of this before, because honestly, sometimes the obvious solutions just go out the window. We do it like this, and we reverse one of them, and there we go. And now we're still symmetrical, and we've got a thing. Woo! We got a thing. Oh dear, how long did it take me to work this one out? I mean, jeez, come on. Then we want a... Well, the problem is the medium cog doesn't actually have... an anchor point on it, does it? So, how are we going to do this? How are we going to anchor that to that so that it will actually work? I guess we're going for wheels now, I suppose. But, yeah, as you can see, the cog's spinning, but the thing is not actually attached to it. So, yeah, we need some way to attach that. Well, flat out, we need a large cog, really. If we can't attach the bracing to that. Oh, apparently we can. Only just, though. But we can just attach that to that. And there we go. We're actually working. We're moving. Woo! Okay, we've got an alternate way to do this now. Excellent. Admittedly, this looks very silly, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. And we're dodging the arrow fire somehow. Silly archers, you can't hit me. Okay, right, let's actually do this properly now. Okay, we know what we're doing. Admittedly, it's not as good as before, quite honestly. I just absolutely love that excess of cogs, you know? So that one needs to be reversed like that, so that's like that, okay. Right, we need another block, we need a steering hinge, and then of course we need a double and a single, okay. This is really flying together now. Thing is though, it says that's a large wheel, you know, but it's not really. Oh, a large wheel with spikes. Sure, let's do that. Sounds absolutely safe, that. And we've got the hinge there in the middle just to make sure that things go where they're meant to be. And that hinge is actually a single point of failure, but we might have a new type of cog machine. No, it's that way. Yep, like that. Okay, we just need to add the bracing to anchor the wheels. And we'll have a new style. All new! Exclamation marks. Honestly, someone's probably already done this way before now, but I'm just an idiot, so just bear with it. So, actually, hopefully those wheels aren't powered, are they? No, then. Oh, they are powered. Darn it. Because what I need is the large unpowered wheel, like that. That should be good. Woo! Oh my, this thing is so powerful. It does wheels, it does wheelies, and then the center of it snaps. Yep, I figured that was a point of failure. It's also not... It's got too much power, basically, at this point, so I suppose take those off right now, and add in a additional steering hinge. Wait a second. Why are the hinges on their sides? That's not what I want. That should be correct. Forwards. Well, it works, kind of. Right. Okay. It doesn't like it when the wheels touch each other, though. And it's very, very powerful because of the double cog on the back. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Oop. How dare you destroy one of my power wheels! Right. Okay, that's yeah, too powerful. Well, that and the machine's not heavy enough either. Right. Okay. Powered cog. Unpowered cog. Reverse that cog so that it's doing it properly. Actually, it'd be better if the cogs were on the front. So it's got a front wheel drive. All the mod cons and all that jazz. This thing's got a very narrow wheelbase, so it doesn't like that either. And the cogs will also help to protect the front from incoming shots. But we also need to make sure that those archers aren't able to do much of anything. So, like that. This also helps to make the machine a little bit heavier as well. Whee! Just don't throw this thing into reverse, it doesn't like it. Also, it's really wide as well, which doesn't help either. Yeah, I seem to be having a few design problems, don't mind me. Can't... I will get this thing working properly, darn it. I will! I will! Mark my words, I will. Eventually. At least I know what I'm doing now. I'm sorry, I can't believe I said that with a straight face. I know what I'm doing now. Yes. No, I don't. Flipping heck. That got turned again, so put that there. Add a big log block and a medium log block. Okay. But just do it like this. That's all fine. Right. So having it just front wheel drive and just back wheel drive wasn't helping because, you know, it needs more power, basically. Having the wheels seem to have more grip than just having a big cog, though. And for some reason, the big cog is much, much, much bigger than the big wheels. Don't know why that's a thing, but okay. So we want unpowered cogs because I'm still insisting on using the cogs. Honestly, if I was just using the, if I just used the powered wheels, I would be done by now. But where's the fun in that? Well, there's probably plenty of fun in that. Lots of people do it, but me, I insist on being silly and just using wheels and things. Do I need an additional wheel? Not really. So that's the drivetrain sorted out. There's the steering hinge. I just need to anchor the wheels so they'll actually work properly because it's kind of strange that I can put a bracing on here like this, but it works and it lets me lock the wheels to it. So it must be an intended feature to allow you to install bracing like this. Like that, so there we go. And that should work, I think. Struggles a bit on the turning though. In fact, it struggles a lot on the turning. Why is it so bad on the turning? Oh well. At least we're getting somewhere at last, so... Whee! Fear me! Oops! We're fine! No, we're not. Okay. Right, this thing can do it. It's just that when the... it's because the entire thing pivots in the... Oh dear. Well, apparently the arrows can get quite damaging at this point. So I actually need some armor plating in my middle to protect that core block. And preferably protect the wood blocks as well. But yeah, whenever I accelerate though, it's like the front wheels lift off the ground, and then I lose all steering. So just having steering wheels would be a good idea. And also it doesn't like steering on a slope either. Maybe some form of suspension system would be a good idea on this thing. Yeah, whenever I accelerate, as you can see, it tries to lift. So the vehicle's actually not heavy enough to properly do this. So, armoring. We need armor plating because they love to try and break my stuff. So, armoring. Just armor up that central beam, which is absolutely vital. Armor up the front, which is also absolutely vital. The cogs are made of metal, so they'll probably be okay. There we go, that's much, much heavier. Actually, no, let's protect the cogs too. Sure. The armoured monstrosity, and it still lifts itself up way too easily. Especially the moment you accelerate. I mean, what the heck? And I think that was too heavy because it just put too much strain, so it snapped the central section. I will get this right. I can't believe how much I'm struggling on this. I mean, come on. Look at this. I am utterly incompetent. It'd be nice if they weren't shelling me with arrows as well, actually, but, you know. As long as I just tap it so it's slow, it seems to be okay for the most part. Oh, never mind. I just have to be very slow, very... I've spent an entire episode on this, haven't I? Oops. And the back's fallen off again. Oh my. I'm great at this game. Can't you tell? I am absolutely great at this game. It'd be useful if the chassis wasn't changing its points of contact all the down to... How the heck did that happen? Oh. Okay, I think the machine's just flat out too heavy and too powerful. Oh. The cog machine will make it. Someday. Somehow. Maybe. We've got double steering, right? We've got... some structural reinforcement to try and hold it together. I think we need some bracing, actually, to try and reinforce that. Can we brace on top of a brace? Oh, apparently we can actually double up the bracing. Cool. That's useful, actually. So there we go. We've got bracing to try and hold the thing together a bit better. Probably won't work. Let's have some bracing underneath here as well. So there we go. That's going to try and help hold the machine together under ideal circumstances. So that will help hold together because it was just snapping too much. We have no kind of suspension, and I really do think that's a thing because springs were one of the modules available in the mechanical section. So I think we can have some kind of suspension to improve ride quality on this thing, make it smooth riding. Actually, that'd be really cool to see that. Oh, I want to experiment with that now. I want to play Besiege some more. The problem is I keep losing traction and just slipping off that flipping hill. It's like, ooh, you want to go this way? Nope. Off you go. Bye-bye. I think part of it might be because we have the cogs involved. So it's like, yeah. Why is my front left corner just skipping up like that? Very weird. And that was going so well too. Ooh. I think this entire episode is like the problems with traction. And I think it's entirely because I've got my back wheels powered as well, and it's just like every time I accelerate it, it bounces my front wheels up off the ground. So it's like, yeah, oh, that's straight. No, don't. Look at that. I was absolutely fine. I was lined up properly and all that, and then it's like, no, you're not. Flop. Off you go. Seriously, what the hell's up with this thing? Alright, you know what? Let's make this thing super heavy. At least on the front, so that the front will stop bouncing like that, because that's part of the problem. Okay, let's just like this massive weight on the front of it. This shouldn't, maybe, shouldn't snap the front of the machine, but we're going to find out. It's all this testing that's great, isn't it? It's for science. All right, let's see how this handles. And it still bounces out. The front of the machine is still bouncing up. Not as much as before, but it's still bouncing quite severely. Are cogs just that powerful? When I hit reverse, though, the back of the machine just goes straight up in the air, though. I mean, jeez. And the entire armoured plate has just snapped off. The problem is that that's now messed with the camera rather severely. Right. Apparently we need some bracing to try and hold this thing together. So... who'd have thought it? Something like this needing bracing to try and hold itself together. I mean, really? Bracing? On a machine? To stop it from falling apart? What is this nonsense? Alright. Yeah, look at the reverse wheelie this thing does now. Alright, let's try and get this thing moving again. We're going to get up here no matter what. Come on, I'm already past 20 minutes for this episode. Come on. You can do this. Climb! I believe in you. Oh, that front wheel wants to go off the thing. Oh, this is so bad. I can't believe that all the violent ones I was actually getting through okay. Then the one that requires me to go up a flipping hill is like, nope. Oh, I managed to rescue myself. Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Yeah. Okay, now we've got this thing to do. This machine can do it. It's agile. It's an agile as a goat. It's elegant as a gazelle. It's not like a piece of absolute scrap, and we know it. No, don't you dare. Don't you dare. No, 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 no. No, now I'm sideways. This machine can do it. It can do it. It can... Maybe turn it around and then go in reverse, I suppose. No. No. Darn it. Okay, I made it up the first part after like 20 odd minutes. It's like, oh no, no, no. This is just awful. I mean, no, we all know I'm great at this. Yeah, the problem is as soon as I just go off, it's like, it says no, and then it's like, nope, you're going this way, you've committed. And then the back wheels push and the front wheels just like go, yeah. Front wheel drive only. Okay, here we go. I've just got to keep the front wheels lined up properly. Got to remember there's no push on the back wheels anymore. Oop. And I've already had to abort and try again. At least the armour is keeping the archers from blowing up the forward section. That's nice. The loss of traction from the back wheels, though, is really hurting. really, really hurting. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just trying to do this with the cogs, so it's like maybe they're really powerful or especially hard to deal with or something. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to admit that I think part of the problem is as soon as one wheel goes off, all the power from the cog from the wheel that's still on the thing goes to the other one because of how it's being set up. So that's part of the problem. And despite the fact got set on fire, my vehicle is still holding together and getting pummeled by arrows. I think that I found the I think I found the screenshot for the entire series actually there. just that. I'm going to have to call it though. Yeah. This has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the show, and we've got one more episode to go. Yeah, see you all later. I think what's messing me up is in just the unified powertrain actually.